If you want to monitor communication with your contacts, all you have to do is to create relations with them. We keep relations in a lists. In InStream, you have 6 types of lists. Personal relations lists are lists in which you can collect relations with a single people from your people contact tab. Business relations, those are relations in which you collect communication with the whole companies. It means that in one relation with a company, you can collect communication with a few contacts in one place. For typical sales teams, we have 4 lists which support typical sales processes: lead generation, opportunities, customers communication, and the help desk lists. I will start with my personal relation. Here I have my business relation list. You probably have a sample personal relation list. In order to change the list name, you can go into the list, click settings, and change the list name and click save. Currently I don't have any relation in this list, and the list doesn't have too much files. So what can I do is to add relations from here. I can find one of the existing contacts or create one, or I can go to my contacts, click on a list view, select some relations, and create relations with them. As you may see now, I have some relations in this list, so it means that InStream will monitor communication for each of this contact which I possess in the People Contact tab. Okay, so each of the lists consists 3 kinds of views: grid view, stream view, and reports view. Current grid view presents all relations gathered in this particular list. You can customize each grid view for each list, depend on your needs. We can start for the statuses. I know that you can have different needs, so you can edit the statuses and just create your own to have more information on what stage this relation is. If you would like to collect some even more information, by clicking here, you can add additional files. For example, a business intelligence files like last meeting, like last communication date. So as you may see, within the second, new columns appear on my list. After I will have some communication inside of these relations, here I will collect information, for example, like last meeting date, last communication type, last communication form. So InStream will be informing me everything about these lists. What is also very valuable is that I can always filter and search through my list for proper relations with the proper statuses or information collected in the files. For example, status is communication, and the last communication I can select the proper time, and then it will filter and search for the proper relation. So this grid view helps me manage all my relations collected in a list. You can see that now I have some more relations on my list, and also I have some more information about these relations. Since I already have had some communication within those contacts, InStream tells me when was the last communication, what was the form of the last communication, when was the last meeting with this person. So currently I collect more information than before. Of course, still I can filter based on those information, but what is also very cool is that InStream informs me in which relations something happened. For example, I just received an email. Here you have something we call notification. So InStream, very similar like on Facebook, informs you that here you have some new notification, you just received an email. I'm also informed about it here. I have 3 different lists. In this one I see that I have 1 notification, and when I'm on this list I know in which relation something happened. So now I can change the view on the second view of the list. And this view is called stream view. Here, for each relation, I have gathered communication. So now I can click here and I can see what happened inside this relation, if there was a communication, if something happened in this relation. So not only I can see the all gathered emails, I can actually answer directly from here. I can add some comments, I can add some events like I've made a phone call. I can share this view with my teammates. I can always fill the columns, this one from the grid. If I will have to plan something, I can add a follow-up which will remind me to do something within the next few days. It will jump into calendar, which is synchronized with the Google Calendar, so it automatically jump onto my phone. As I've already mentioned that we have 6 types of the relations lists. Business relation lists allows me to create relations in which I can gather relations communication with whole companies. So here, for example, I have a list which I call the startups list, and here I have relations with the startups. So inside this relation, I have communication with a few people on the same time. So I can send email to one time for this person, one time to this person. Always all communication will jump into one relation. When we talk about lead lists or the opportunities list, so this is the special list to gather the leads, special list to gather the opportunities. They have some additional files like value, forecast, closing date, probability of winning. So they help me to manage my opportunities, to manage my leads. They have a special reports. The first activity reports helps me to monitor my sales reps activity. I can set the value for each phone, for each meeting and each email. I can set the current monthly target, and I can push them to be more active, to send more emails, to do some more phone calls. Typical reports with the pipeline, which shows me how much processes I have, on what stages, how much relation did I add in the past. Within the next few weeks, we will release more additional reporting. So in order to start, just import or add manually your contacts or synchronize InStream with your Gmail account so we will download them automatically. Create your lists, collect relations inside of the lists, support your sales team, manage your leads, opportunities, create relations with your customers, perhaps support your customer in a help desk list, and just strengthen relations with your customers.